Okay, great. Can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Just a minute. Yes. So welcome to day two. So we have a classwork here. So the classwork is blood pressure analysis. So in today's class, you'll be given a reward kind of requirement, and you are expected to produce results. So this is our classwork, and this is what we'll be doing today. I will show you what the expected result should look like, and how we're going to start this project from scratch. Are we together? So let's say you
Yes,
have
sir.
you could have a request like this. Oh, we need a blood pressure tracker. So first and foremost, you need to understand the requirement. Are we together? So first
Yes,
you
sir.
see the requirement here. I'm going to increase okay. Is it better now?
Yes, sir, it is.
So watch. First requirement is you have a title or header, blood pressure tracker altogether. So now what that means that your data is more of health related. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now you now see labeled columns, the date, the time, the systolic, diastolic, heart rate, and comment. Then data organization in a tabular format. Are we together? Then you are being told that your data entry, now date formatting should be in this format. The year,
Okay, year, month,
month,
and date.
beautiful. Then we have the time categories, morning and evening. Then numerical, can you see numerical data entry for blood pressure and heart rate? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Great.
So is that the number that reads on the blood pressure machine?
Correct.
Is
Yeah.
that what it means?
Yes. Then
Okay.
you see target blood pressure values like 120 to over 180,
So what does
NIH.
that mean?
Yes, I'm not a health doctor. So now you are giving a data. Yes, this is a medical data. So that means that
Yes, sir.
you must be able, this is the measurement of your blood rate, must be able to understand the data. Like, for example, you see NHIA standard footnotes, placeholder for physician contact information. Now, when you are given a data, you have to do your research on how are data consumed in that industry. Because now it's not like you're doing fraction, it's not mathematics. So if I say 120 over 80, that means that my answer is a whole number and a fraction. No.
Yeah, so in
Uh-huh.
front or
Correct.
remainder, stuff like that.
Now,
Sorry, so please can you send the slides so I can also
no,
have
it's not a slide, it is
it?
in a requirement note I will send to you. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'll send
okay,
it to
sir.
you. Then functional requirement for students. Format data column to
Comments.
display this date. Apply bold formatting to columns, header, center align all numerical data, then simple calculations. Add a column to calculate pulse pressure, either systolic or diastolic. Calculate average systolic and diastolic reading for the entire week. Count how many readings were above systolic, which is 120, or diastolic 80. So you can see it now. So that rate you are seeing is a systolic over diastolic altogether. That
Yes,
120
sir.
and 180 and 80 you requested for. So I'll try my possible best to assist you with that. So you also have to go and look for the meaning of systolic and diastolic. That's your own research. Okay, great. Can see intermediate level, we have basic level, intermediate level. Highlight systolic reading above 140 in red. Highlight systolic readings above 90 in orange. Do you remember we talked about this yesterday when we are using can't if on conditional formatting?
Yes, sir.
Correct. So this is assignment we give to our other advanced students who are, remember I told you they are in health, they are in health sector in London, and then they want to quickly switch over to IT. So they're using data analytics. So you can say this was the question I was asking. So now look at this advanced level using if statement to flag high when systolic is greater than 140 or diastolic is greater than 90. Now
So
remember,
we're going to use the sum if and count if.
yes, that's what you are taught. You can say can't if. You are taught can't if yesterday
Yes.
to determine how many
Yes.
readings fall in the elevated range 120, this and that. Now, by looking at this data, you already understand that the normal pressure rate is systolic by diastolic is 120 by 180. So if it's lower, that means that something needs to be done. If it's higher, then something needs to be done. Are we together? Great.
Yes, sir.
You can see now create a combo chart with systolic and diastolic trend. Add a spark line for a heart rate variability. Then create a dashboard showing key statistics, average, high, and low. Then question for students. How would you modify this spreadsheet to automatically alert when the reading exceed the physician core threshold? Now that's advanced. Can you see? What formula would you use to calculate the percentage of readings that were above target? How could you use the data validation to ensure only valid blood pressure numbers are entered? Can you see that is data validation? What pivot table fields would you use to set up analyzing morning versus evening differences? Then how would you protect the template part of sheets while allowing new data entry? So what are your expected outcomes? Students should be able to demonstrate proper Excel formatting techniques, apply appropriate formulas for data analysis, create meaningful visualization of health data, implement data validation and condition formatting, and interpret blood pressure data trends. Then other activities, have students research current blood pressure guidelines and update the target blood pressure and call physician if above values were based on latest medical recommendations, documenting their sources. Now, you can now see that this is a serious work, and you now realize that this is industry standard. So this was a question we sent to our UK students, those who are currently in the health sector. So we are going to, I'm going to explain this. When I send this to them, you're like, wow, this one is too professional for us. No, it's not professional for you. That is why, as a data analyst, you must be able to understand. You can see now that when you see 120 over 80, it does not mean that it is a fraction number and whole number. It is systolic by diatolic. Are you seeing it now? So you have to do your research to
Yes,
understand the
sir.
data and the expectation of what of the client based on that industry. So let me show you what I've done. So this was what I would be expecting from you. You can see I've already solved the answer. So you'll be given their classwork, and you we are expecting you to be able to do this. So remember, now for your level, I'm going to explain all this. Look at the chart, look at the blood pressure data, and look at the chart. Can you see? So you can see here that I'll be able to say this is systolic, diastolic, and heart rate. Are we together? So now
Yes, sir.
sometimes you can see that Data analysis also involve you understanding the nature of the data. Remember the question. Look at, for example, looking at this chart. What can you tell me? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. I'm waiting.
So what can I tell you? How?
Look at the data.
In what?
Okay, I'm going to go through over the requirements again. Then you now look at it.
Okay, the person's name
No, not
and
name.
the
The data
physician.
now.
Okay.
The okay, just watch, just relax. Go back to our questions again. Okay, watch. You are given a requirement: blood pressure tracker analysis. Are you getting it now? So you already understand
Yes, sir.
that the request is from an health, from the a worker in health industry or a company or a hospital or wherever the case is, and they want to have a data so that the system or the Excel should be able to notify them that come something is wrong with this written, because we already have a standard of what the cytolic and diatolic should be. So watch, look at the requirements. You can see basic spreadsheet layout, title. Can you see blood pressure tracker,
Yes, sir.
label columns, time, date, cytolic, diatolic, heart rate, and comments. Good. Then data organization in a tabular format. Hmm. Data entry. They said that the date formatting should be year, month, date, day. Then time categories, morning and evening. Are you seeing it now? Then numerical data
Yes, sir.
entry for blood pressure and heart rate. Numerical. Numerical is not character, is not double. I getting it now. Numbers. O numbers.
Yes, sir. Just numbers. Yes, sir.
Correct. Are you seeing it now? Now you are told by the requirement from the hospital that this Excel sheet you want to do for us, the targeted blood pressure value. That is to tell you that by the industry standard, if your blood pressure after being measured, your systolic
It's
should
above,
be
sir.
within 120 and 80. If it's above, then something is wrong. Are you together? If it's below,
Correct.
then are you getting it? So that's why and I
Yes, sir.
ask you that what can you tell me about this data? You can see. Mhm. Are you seeing what's going on?
Yes, sir.
So you can
It has
see,
flagged the ones that
yes, ma.
are above range.
So
I think
if
those ones are highlighted in red.
yes, correct, ma. So now you can see that when it comes to data, you have to think outside the box. You can see how meaningful data analysis is to reality. So I'm picking each industry and tell you this is what this is. If you can be able to deliver this, I'm telling you, you're good to go. Can be part of your project that you can put on GitHub. Because if you deliver this, that means that you understand data cleaning, you understand how to get in data. Remember, look at this date here. You can see the format. So now let's go back to
Yes,
requirements.
sir.
You can see then NIH standard footnotes. Then you must do your research. Then place order for physician contact information. So what's happening is that you could have, in UK we have the healthcare workers. They are not physicians. Are we together? So
Yes, sir.
there's a limit to what they can do. So now it could be that the healthcare workers is taking the blood pressure and everything, and is recording it there. So immediately it sees, or what they want to achieve with this Excel sheet is that if you get to this above this range, then call a physician. So you can see that this Excel sheet is trying to make an impact in the healthcare industry. So that means that if in the professional world you could have a skill set and nobody is calling you, because your skill set must translate to business value, must translate to ensuring that business are optimized, ensuring that people can have insight from the data. Your data must be telling meaningful stories. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So no matter the industry, whether it is FMCG, whether it is health industry, whether it is the military industry, whether it is educational industry, you must be making sense to those who are in the industry. So in other words, you must understand the data requirement for that industry. Whether it's oil and gas, you must understand the data requirement. So that's why you see we are starting with health. So watch. This is basic level. You are just learning. Okay. You can see format date column to display this format, apply bold formatting to column headers, center align all numerical data. Are you seeing it now? Center align. So you can see that what I gave to you is an industry standard. Hmm. Then systolic and diastolic, and you can see I light. Can you see now? Yesterday we talked about count if, whereby if some data needs to be called up. Remember, I told you that some people are interested in color. Now you see the reason why we need to
Yes,
put
sir.
color in that our data, so that by looking at it, you already know that this figure is above normal. Then that means that we need to call in the physician. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Then now if it's below
Yes, sir.
two, you can see all these color in orange, in red, and so on and so forth. Then also you see here data analysis itself. Can you see? Calculate average morning versus evening readings. Determine which day has the highest systolic reading. Now, looking at this, you might be asking, the reason why they need to understand this is that if maybe on that day there was higher salt intake in the food, or there was something that trigger the higher reading of the systolic, highest reading of highest systolic reading. So it also helps them to now drill down to know the cause. Are you seeing that your data now is not making sense?
Yes, sir.
Great. You now say also create a simple chart showing systolic reading over the week. Then you now start having the advanced level and so on and so forth. Can you see this? So I'm going to send you this assignment. This is what you're going to practice with, because we did a lot of training yesterday. So everything I've trained you from day one to day two, you should now be able to now pull them through. Okay, so and you don't need to make it perfect. I getting it now. So I've already solved these
Yes, sir.
questions for our UK students. So I also bring in that so you can see, have an idea of what is expected to you. So you can see, for example, I have the name of the patient here. Are you seeing it?
So I have a question.
Yes.
What happened to the lines? Like, what did you do to the lines that you
Make
removed
it.
the header or the
These are the headers. You forgotten yesterday.
no?
We Oh, let me check yesterday training that I
I'm
did
talking
for
about
you.
those lines, like the lines,
All these
all
lines
these lines.
I've showed you now.
Yes.
It is for math table now.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
Oh yes, yes.
You went through this yesterday now, you forgot. So I'm asking your questions
No,
again.
I understand the table. I'm talking about the whites. Like, why is it plain white? I thought they are
Oh, plain
lines.
white.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Yes,
this
sir.
plain white. Okay. Control N. New. Abby.
Oh,
Now
yes,
watch.
sir.
Watch. Watch carefully. I'm going to paint the color white. So where do we paint the cell white? Just a minute. This borderline, just a minute. White color. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Any magic?
No, sir.
Good. That's how everything became white. Remember,
White.
you are
Okay.
told to put this.
Yes, in bold.
Yes. Then blood pressure. You can see this. You can see here where we can put this and that. You can see morning and evening. So you
So I
can,
can try it.
yes,
I should be able to do
no,
this. I can do
it's
it.
nothing hard. You have capacity to do that. So you can see this chart. Don't worry, this chart is just You just select the data. Let me give you an
Select,
example.
yes, and to just print it
uh
out, yes.
So let's look
Yes.
at another one. Let's play show you. Just select your table, go to insert. From insert, go to, you can use, look at different recommended charts. Can you see?
Okay. But sir, for the dates, how did you get the YY? Is it that you
Yeah.
just type it or there's
Go to home. From the home,
okay?
look at these dates now. You can
Yes,
either
sir.
come over here, hmm, and select date.
Okay. Remember to put the year first. So you just
Yes.
choose the date.
So good. Now you have to convert it to year, date, and month. So you can come and click on this more. You now go to what? Custom. Hmm? You can see here
Okay.
that already have month, day, and year. But
Oh, month,
the
day, and year,
format that is required from the
yeah. Is
client
year,
is what? Let's check the format. I'm already
year.
giving you expo already. I'm already giving you expo already. Can you see? We have this here.
Okay,
I get it now.
month,
So
date.
basically, you can do month,
Yes, sir.
day, and year. But why we prefer year,
Yes.
month, and day? Because sometimes you can see O2. I getting it now, and it will take away the zero from
Yes,
the
sir.
front. Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. So now let me show you. So I can just come here and say Y234 DD
Yes, sir.
or MM DD. What, look at what's gonna happen. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Can you see? Control Z. Let's use another date format again. Format, you can also use format cell or use, can you see, custom. Can you see I can access it in two different ways. What about
Yes,
I
sir.
now do YYY? Hmm? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see?
Hmm.
Magic.
No, sir.
So you can see here that it depends on the requirement of the client. So now, if you observe that also from the requirements, you are told, can you see, morning and evening. So you see, it's from the requirement you now determine the structure of the data. So that means that within a day, you are supposed to have a reading in the morning and a reading in the evening. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So now, basically, from you, I, you will not need to input all this all together
Yes, sir.
because these are supposed to be reading. When you give the client the template, this will be blank all together
Yes, sir.
because they are the one to use it. They
Wants
are
to
the one
put
to
yes
capture the
to
readings in there. Are you getting it
yes,
now?
yes, yes, sir.
So, but this is why we put data there is that you want what called users acceptance testing. Because when you design a dashboard, a data analytics material for a client, you need to ensure that all the requirements are met. So, and I'm just giving the expo now. So I'm going to give you this assignment. This assignment is going to make you think, and you're going to apply a lot. I have a lot of assignment to give to you, but let's start with this. So that's going to help me to know the speed you are moving, so that I can be able to now adjust my style. Are we together? So don't forget,
Yes, sir.
when you are done, we are going to publish it to your GitHub. Now this becomes also
Okay,
your
sir.
portfolio. Are you getting it now?
Portfolio,
So
yes, sir.
I'll
Yes,
also
sir.
give you 2 or 3 on health industry. Then we'll go to
Okay,
education
sir.
and so on and so forth.
Yes, politics, the rest of them. Yes,
Correct.
sir.
So I will be sending you this, and we're going to call it a day. So I want you to crack your head to work
Okay,
on this.
sir.
So
Okay, sir.
thank you so much, and I'm also going to send you the video
Thank you,
right
sir.
away, and
Okay, okay,
including the
sir.
material, the
Okay, sir.
requirements. So Mark, okay,
Materials.
any
Yes, sir.
question? Madam Inka, any question?
Doctor, I'm still lost. Though. I joined in between.
Okay, great.
Oh,
So
mommy, don't use
no
your own
problem.
to
No, don't
play.
worry. I can use that to explain to her. So remember, we could have a date. So I'm going to show you format altogether. So we could have a date like first and foremost, always change that part to short date or long date. You can just put short date here, and for example, and I put 2026 slash maybe 11 slash 15. So you can see that automatically it has changed it to the format for me for short dates altogether, ma. So the
Yes, I am.
system allows you to change the format either year first, month, and date. Let's assume that you are given a weird requirement whereby they want year, day before the month. How are we going to do that? Remember, I told you right click, can click on format cells
Yeah.
and go to custom. Now these are default ones you can see here. You can
Sorry, so
see,
format cells are where? Where are they located?
You right
watch
click
again, right
on
click,
that spot.
format cells.
Okay, sir.
Great. Are you seeing it now? So you can choose this format. If all what you're looking for are not here, you can see different kind of format. You can also come here to custom to display yours. So in our custom, the client says they want year first, one, two, three, four, followed by they say they want the day. Can you see? Followed by the month. Does that make sense? So you could have various types of date formats. If sometimes they can tell you they want it in AM or PM, as the case may be, Excel has that capacity. Just need to know that okay, Y means year, D means day, M means month.
Come on.
I seen it. And so automatically the system has changed it for us. So you can see now we now have custom here. Good. Then also we talked about condition formatting. Let's assume we have yam. You can have food, and calories all
Yeah.
together. So here
Yes.
we have yam, we have cucumber, we have um, coke is not a food. So we have potatoes. Some people like to use an American accent or whatever. These calories can have. I'm just assume a figure, so just bear with me. They might not be true. I'll just want it for learning purposes. Great. Now, if you would observe, I can convert this to table.
Yeah. Just read lines.
Correct. So table has header. So do
Hmm.
you know why it's not showing? It's because the color is white. Are we together? I can see first column. Can you see? So you can
Yeah.
determine how you want your table to look. I have total row. Can you see total has come up automatically? Watch. So Excel is intuitive. Does that make sense? Now banded columns.
Yeah.
Watch. Banded columns. Now, because it is already changed the background to white, then you have to now start doing your coloring yourself. Are you getting it now? So now let's come over here. Home. I'm going to tell this guy, please. Can you see? Or I make it black.
Yeah.
Make it orange. As you can see, I can work with any color here. Are we together? So, and I said,
Yeah.
fine, we can use, let me use, I'm going to right click, watch what I'm doing. I'm going to say data bar. Are you seeing it now? So you can use data bar to do this, or you can also use color scale. Can you see? So it depends on the kind of visualization that Excel is going to make it life easier for you, or icon sets. You can see icon. This was going on. You can let me
Mm.
enlarge this. So you can see that I've applied like three different formats here. So you observe
Yeah.
that the green part 500, the rest red is 20. So this application can is dependent on the requirement from the client. So, but you as a data analyst, you should have an idea of what you can achieve with Excel. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
that
Yes.
is what we one of those things we discussed yesterday, and which I'm expecting Eniola to cover. So in this case, we are using color. So which can tell the system conditional formatting that if the color is larger than this. So let's assume, okay, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do another one. Okay, I'm going to remove this band. Okay, let's assume I want to drag this down. Okay, okay, let me just leave this here. Now, I can select all this, go to condition formatting. Yeah, I can say highlight values. You can see here, here. If values are, you now come here and tell the system if they're greater than or less than. So let's say if value is less than, watch. Let's say if value is less than which let's say less than 100. Hmm? What color should you give? So you can see here, you can begin to do the color. And let's assume you don't want red, you want something purple, and there's no purple here. So you're going to go to custom formats, and we're going to go to fill. We'll locate purple. This purple here. I'm going to click. So and also can make it bold. You can say okay, fine for our bold. For any color, any mark less than maybe 100, make it bold or make it bold or italics as the case may be. I would you know any border? I can say well, yes. I'm just you can be creative with what you have. I can say okay, fine. Give me this. As the case is, I'm going to click OK and click OK. Can you see? Because I've changed it to purple. So I have told the system to fill it purple. Some people could have a requirement like that, whereby you have number, they want the colors to be there, they want the dashboard to be very, very bright or loud or dull or whatever case is, and they want to interact it. So now this is what one of those things we talked about uh, yesterday, and we also talked about handling totals. So you can go to totals here and make a total from it. I say yeah, I say replace, I say okay. Can you see? Then also I can also come
Yeah.
here and tell the system I want spark line. I want columns, I want spark line. I can say spark line. You can see here if the
Which one is
data,
back?
all these ones, you can see all these lines. This is also spark line. Let me show you another
Oh,
one.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay, this is also a spark line. Can you see? Great.
Hmm.
So now let's go back here. So
I was thinking this would be the graphical illustration kind.
yeah, you're making it graphic already
That's
because
good.
you can see that I'm already adding graphical. We've not done pivotal table yet, but I'm also trying to show that
I don't have that pivotal table of that. You have to teach me.
no
I don't
problem.
think I remember how it looks again.
So you can see this bar chart, this line, but the data are almost the same. So it's just a single line. I getting it now. So that is
Yes.
all what we talked about. We also talked about different calculation, can't if else, and so on and so forth. So that's brings us to the end of today's class. I'm going to send the requirement, and let's see what you can do with it, and then let's hopefully I'm trusting Eniola to deliver massive results.
Yeah.
So look at it for the last
Yeah.
time, and thank you so much. So I'll be sending that to
Thank
your
you
WhatsApp
so much.
line so that you can
Yes, yes, sir.
always work on it and get your hands
Well,
dirty. You can do more
all right,
practice.
that's okay.
Okay, thanks
Thank
so
you,
much
sir.
and have a lovely evening.